Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to set up what we call a dynamic airport diagram. This is going to allow us to have more functionality in a standard airport diagram, interlink a few things, kind of give it a zoom effect, and we're going to also allow it to cycle a visual display to show maybe taxiways that are out of service or have construction. Okay. So first thing we need here is an airport diagram. I have Mountain Home Air Force Base's diagram right here, downloaded offline. So as a PDF, this isn't going to help us. We need this to be a JPEG or an image file. As a PDF, we can't layer anything on top of it. We utilize a viewer in IDS5, and it won't allow that function. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this airport diagram into a JPEG using the snipping tool here. So I'll make sure the mode is rectangular. I'll have my airport here zoomed in a little bit so that I have a larger display. Just a standard snipping tool feature here, and then I'm going to save this. Save it to my desktop. Okay, MUO. The next thing I want is I'm going to make a field elevation zoomed in feature on mine. All right, so in order to do that, I need to go back to my original diagram, zoom in on it so that it's a larger size, and then we're going to use our snipping tool again to take another snip just of this feature. Okay, we'll save this on our desktop as well. All right, so what we have here is we have the airport diagram, Mountain Home, the elevation zoomed in a large size as well. So let's go ahead and head into IDS5 and find us a blank page to start working on. So structure edit, we want image import. We want to go to our desktop, and the first thing we want to pull in is our diagram. So we pull in our airport diagram, whatever size we want this to be. We use image import so that we can make it whatever size we want our airport diagram to be. All right. So once we have the diagram set up, make it a little bit smaller here. On the page, the next thing we're going to do, we'll start with the taxiway status. So we'll go ahead and do for golf here to where we can show the taxiway status. So the first thing we'll take is we'll take our line tool, and we're going to draw a line over golf. Click once, draw over golf, double click. Okay. We want to go right to the line, right click, and go to the properties of it. We're going to change this to red, and we're going to change the width to 4. Once we hit apply, we'll see we want to make sure that we're covering up the whole taxiway, so we might need to go to 6. 6 looks like a better size there. We're going to give it a name. We'll just call this G line. Hit apply and OK. Okay, so now we have our line here that is red. We need to be able to change that depending on the golf status. So let's get some graphic text. Taxiway golf. Let's make that a little smaller. Okay, so we have taxiway golf. So in order to cycle this, we're going to utilize a quick select first that they can click on. We'll go into the properties of it, name. So we'll call this golf. We'll go to items. So we're going to have an open and a close. So the first thing we'll add is open. All right. Maybe when it's open, we'll give it a fill of green. Okay. And we'll add an item. We'll say closed. We'll give this a fill of red. Okay, so we have open with green, and we have closed with red fill. We go to our quick select tab. We just want to be able to click on the quick select to change. So we'll choose select next item. And we want the words right in the middle, so we'll change the justification and vertical alignment to center. Okay, so we'll save and test our quick select. Open and closed. Very simple quick select. Go back into structure edit. So now what we need to do is make this line, it's going to be called conditional on this quick select showing closed. Because when it's open, we don't want this red line over golf. So we'll right click on our line and go to properties, and we'll click conditional. We'll choose add, current page, or specific page depending on where your quick select is located. Quick select object is golf. The item is closed. We hit OK. We select apply and OK. Since we're on open, if it's done correctly, when we hit save, this line will disappear. Okay, so now it's gone. So if someone was to cycle this to closed, instantly we would have a red line right across golf. Cycle it back to open. Taxiway Golf is now back open. Okay. Of course, this map here can be on a separate page, and we can have these quick selects on its own page as well. They don't have to be located on the same page. You would go through the same procedures, and instead of choosing current page in your conditional, you would choose specific page and type in your page number. All right. Repeat this for hotel, alpha, every taxiway that you have, possibly even the runway if you wanted to do that. You can set it up for whatever section of the airfield you want. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing we're going to go into is a zoomed in effect. Okay, this field elevation is pretty big, but we're going to still add a zoomed in effect to it. So we're going to go to structure edit. We're going to go to image import again, and we're going to pull in our field elevation. Okay. Just for example's sake, let's make this a very large field elevation. Let's go to the properties of it and give it a name. Okay. We'll set that off to the side for a moment. In order to activate this pop-up feature, what we need to do is go to a hyperlink and put it over the top of the field elevation here. We're going to right click and go to the properties, and we're going to choose pop-up. We're going to add current page, and we're going to choose our elevation image. We're going to choose OK. So what this is saying is when you mouse over this, this field elevation is going to pop up. Hit apply and OK. We click this. Next thing we want to do, right click, and we're going to order bring to front so that it's the very top thing. And then what we're going to do is going to go and we're going to take off this check mark that says object is initially visible. We don't want this to be visible. We want it to be gone until we mouse over that quick select area. So the quick select, or sorry, the hyperlink is back behind us. We have the image here. So when I hit save, my image goes away, my hyperlink is there, and as soon as I mouse over it, no click required, it gives that zoomed in effect to show you that field elevation. As long as I stay within the confines of this quick select here that we know is back there because we made it, the field elevation zoomed in effect will stay there. But if I mouse off, it'll disappear. Okay. Gives us a zoomed in effect on our airport diagram. So here's a couple of features, guys. Hopefully this helps you out going forward. Zoomed in effect, as well as a taxiway status. Okay. Couple of key easy ways to do that. Take and expand on it to whatever fits your base. And as always, if you have any questions, give us a call. Send us an email at the AFAS help desk. We'd be happy to help you guys out. Thanks for watching the video.